Hi and welcome back to Hetepsenusret, part number 5, I believe it is now. So I attempted to clean up this block. I think if I put a Senate house right here in the 4 spot, I could also put 4 houses there if I wanted to, but I think it's 21 houses now and a Senate house, or 25 houses. So I tidied this up a little bit. There's still a little bit too much in terms of shrines, but that's okay. The other thing that I did was I tried to get my monument unstuck again. I think I finally have it unstuck for good, I hope. The way to unstick a monument is to delete the offending work camps, disconnect the monument, get new work camps down, reconnect the monument. I laid down a stonemasons guild because we weren't progressing on this one, because we weren't building the causeway. And I shut off copper exports because by the time I finished rejigging the new block design for the large block, which I don't use very often, you can see it left me without a lot of money, so I didn't want to go and well, it looks like I got the copper anyways. Okay, I tried to do it before the copper delivery, but I guess it didn't work, so hopefully I'm not in a death spiral. We got some people coming in because it's good, because we need some workers. So our big problem up till now, and why this is going so slow, I think I figured out why you give me so much trouble. I'm used to fighting groups of guys for charity. I'm used to having groups of trade routes. So we've been basically building a little bit, waiting to sell some papyrus, building a little bit, waiting to sell some papyrus. It's been really slow. I think they intend to have you be here for a while to make you feel like you accomplished something. But now we've got a beer industry going, and we're taxing people, and the houses are getting up to a reasonable level. So hopefully we'll have more money this mission. As soon as I get a little bit more money, I'm going to just feed these guys. I'm going to stick a granary down somewhere. The bazaar lady's going to get it from the storage yard anyways. But I don't feel good about taking food off the storage yards if we're not importing it. And we won't be probably importing it for a while. I hope we get our docks down, because I designed this city around some docks, but everything's been a land route so far, so hopefully I'll feel it was worth it to leave dock space. One thing I'm thinking about too is it really bothers me that I crashed these 2 blocks too close together in my planning. So I'm gonna get rid of this block when I can afford to turn these into short blocks like this, like just small blocks. So I'll change these from mediums to smalls. I think I'll have the right amount of population when I'm done, but that'll open up this area a little closer to the storage. I'll put zoo here and Senate house here and feed it into the palace block there. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh good, we got a trade benefit from raw, so we'll sell a little bit more papyrus this year because we could use it. Let me just see. Who was buying our papyrus? Was it Baki? No, was it Dakla? Yeah, it was Dakla. Yeah, so they're gonna buy 1,500 more papyrus from us this year, so that'll help. Hopefully that trader shows up soon. This is probably him right here. Yeah. So we just missed him, but the next trader from Dakla will come and buy 1,500 more papyrus, and we should be a little bit better off. So that's proceeding. This probably won't get any workers until this bed is finished. So right now the goal is just to get out of debt and then start to build some population if we get out of debt. Looks like we got a lot of pottery from Ta, so hopefully that means we'll start to bring some up here. I'm really thinking about reconnecting this to the main city as well, just to make it more efficient to get grain down here, because we're going to be making a lot of grain in this section here, and for it to all go here and to have one or two granaries, getting it all is going to be painful. So I'd like to have the cart pushers deliver it down here. And also same thing with the straw. It's a painful experience getting all the straw down here to the brickyard without it being connected. But we'll worry about that in a few minutes. Okay, good. We went from a serious amount of debt to a little bit of money now, so it's good. I think I'll slow the game back down. So this is the housing block. We're getting a little bit of entertainment and food. I'd like to test the with the bazaar lady. Maybe I'll take a look at some of the overlays here. So water guy is doing everything right. Juggler is making the walk around. Health. The herbalist is making his rounds okay. The physician is making his rounds okay. So this has been running for a while and it seems to be going pretty good. Temples, all. Osiris is just about to get those guys that were starting to fade. Who was our other guy here? It wasn't Bast, it was Ra. So Ra's making the rounds okay. Tax collector is making his rounds okay. Oh, that's desirability. I want risk. Fire is good. Architect is, there's not a lot to keep standing, and crime is good. So the block, I think, is designed well. So that's good to know. Oh, we got 3,700. I don't know how I'm going to play this game with the actual Devons in my pocket. So is this stuck again? Or is it just because these sites... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why this monument would keep getting stuck. I don't see any workers. Not doing anything. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay, let's see how we are on. So we got 13% unemployment. We can definitely do some work here. So what's most valuable to us? I think getting the back to the plan of getting a little bit of a military up, I think is where we're gonna go right now. We'll let this actually, what I'm gonna do. Before we go any further, let's do what I said I was gonna do. So I'm not only gonna reconnect it, I'm gonna actually connect it across here. I wonder if that would let us put it would probably let us put a small block in here. 12 by 11. And I think a small block is 11 by 11. 12. Sorry, I'm just measuring something. It wasn't letting me. Oh, there's probably a dead spot there or something. Anyways, that is a possibility. Oh, well, we've got one of the sides looked after with the garden. So if it's 12 by 12, I could put another small block in here. So that's good to know. I could probably start collecting stone for the mausoleum here as well. Okay, let's go build our military base. If I can remember how I haven't played it since Monday. Today is Friday. I posted a video on Wednesday that I recorded on Monday. So it's been a while since I've been in here. So we're accepting copper. We accept a quarter wood here as well. It doesn't look like we can do... Oh, we were going to do chariots, right? So accept all. Accept a half a yard of chariots. And then we wanted a woodcutter for sure. We were talking 2 chariots and a academy, were we not? That's a lot of money going down. I was planning more storage yards just to fill in the area here, but I might put two statues up just to counteract all the desirability issues that we're gonna have. Plus it'll look cool. So let's get a wood chopper up. We'll put a dance school here, or pardon me, a conservatory here. I have fire working this area. And then I want a shipwright, and I want to do a couple of warship wharfs. Looks like I'm screwing myself up with roads over here, though. I could jog the road over here and catch it this way, but I think we'll just skip that spot. We'll have enough. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5, 6, and transports. transports. Okay. And we do have enough to put down our first chariot company. Let's just try to see if we can fit in 6 without crashing into potential docks. Actually, I don't even need to send the road out this way. I can connect it just off the back door here. So let's get our shipwright down, and let's see if we can get a warship wharf way the heck down here. So if we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just interested in 4. This really isn't a military mission. I'm not going to go crazy. And we're going to get a transport wharf down for our company. Try to make it so this guy doesn't have a super long walk. To make it look like it's connected, might as well. Which means we can get rid of this roadblock. This guy will go this way, and he'll go this way. So that should be enough coverage as well. So that's another benefit to connecting them. Okay. So, chariot company. I want to make sure they can load up, so I might actually undo that. Also, I don't want to go into debt, so I'll wait until we get a tiny bit more money. Oh, this is bothering me now. Okay, it's gonna be okay. Are we getting pottery up here? Yes, we are finally getting pottery up here. And it's hitting the houses. Okay, good. So they want more entertainment, which we can do. when the flood comes up, I want to finish my farming, so that's going to be one thing we want to do. Let's finally get these guys fed. I feel bad. Although I shouldn't, it's just a game. So if I put it here, the granary lady is still going to pull it off of the storage yard, but that's okay. If I get a quarter yard, I'm just going to wait. There's not a lot of housing here. This area is kind of just meh until we maybe get to do something over there with linen if flax is on a water route. So let's do our little changes here that we were going to do. So we'll set up a little zoo here and the Senate House here and pull them into estate block. So we're out of money again. I think we're gonna do our festival to Bast. Though I should have just held off till January so that I could start doing it yearly again. Okay, we're going to do 2 granaries, getting grain and getting grain. These will be dance schools. Grain will feed all of these houses to this side. Meat will feed all of these houses over here. Fish will go to be our third food here. Meat and fish will go along with grain to the palace block. And these guys will get fed by fish. And these guys will get fed by meat. So we are making a chariot. We'll get some wood over here soon and we'll start making a chariot over here. Okay, so things are going along pretty well. We've got straw going down here again, which is nice that we've got that connected. I'd really like to know why this keeps getting stuck. If it is indeed getting stuck, but I'd expect that this monument would take priority over this one for workers. Could accept it being stuck, I guess, if we want to work on the big one first. So we're doing good on pottery, we're doing good on beer. We are starting to build a bit of a beer base up here. We're selling primarily out of there. We'll want to be bringing pottery and beer over here for these guys later. We'll want to be bringing pottery and beer down for these guys over here. That's maybe what I'll do, is I'll set up a get for beer and a get for pottery. And down the road, in case we could also, if we're short on mortuaries and stuff, we could always try to bring some papyrus down here. Although we could always make our own fire. Where? So it looks like this isn't it isn't even employed. Why isn't it employed? If he leaves here, maybe it just got buggy. Oh, they're working on the monument. So hopefully that isn't a long-term problem here. I'm just going to stick it there. What else is going to burn down over here? Probably everything. We're going to lose our chariot here in a second. We made a nice chariot and we're about to lose it. Well, he has employment down. I'm just going to put down a temporary one, see if we can save it. And then we can always delete it. Okay, he's going the correct way around the block. He'll probably save everything that's about to burn. And then we'll get rid of it. We're flush with cash again. We've got some unemployment. Looks like we're doing okay on the Navy. So why don't we put down our fort? Charioteers. Just do something smart. Oh, jeepers, we have tons of room. Okay. Let's find out where we've got 15. And I can leave a space between. I just want to make sure that nobody gets stuck on the edge of the map trying to get into the fort. Okay, let's finish off our Navy. That was a beautiful thing watching Attican the other day get his Navy down so quickly. So it'll be 4 warships and 2 transport wharfs in case we get called by sea anywhere. There's a chariot going to the fort. I don't know, is one woodcutter doing enough? 200 units there. 0 units there. I think I might do 2 woodcutters. Hang it off the end there. I'll keep to the plan to do the conservatory there. So we're doing good on monument. It might be time to think about getting our storage area done for the sandstone. Got 14, so that's 240. That's a fair amount of sandstone. I don't think I'm going to stick it there. I think I'm going to stick it up here. Might as well take advantage of some of this road. Some quick math. 240 divided by 32. So I want 8 yards total. We have the ability to throw all 8 down right off the bat, not think about it anymore. So this one will be the one that the cart pusher is going to see first, I think. Yeah. I'm assuming. If it isn't, I'll tweak it later. But this is where he's going to go and put the load. So all these other guys will pull it out as soon as it hits the yard. And that way that first one will be empty until the end. So it presents a nice empty storage yard so that we don't miss any shipments. So what I did is the trader will come in here, he'll put it all here, these yards will empty it out, so when he comes in next time there'll always be an empty yard, so he won't just sell us like 5 or 6 one year if this is jamming up. And let's see how we do. Our money seems to be going better. So, wine is our. We've got some. We have the ability to make our own jewelry, so that'd be fun. I haven't seen wine yet. According to maintain 240. And then when we get a little bit more money, we'll start to bring down some pottery and beer into these other housing areas. And then our distribution will be basically set up, because I don't think I'm going to take these guys much past beer. Although with a large block, we'll want to give it papyrus, I think, or a medium-sized block, just for culture. So we will probably be bringing papyrus down into some of those areas, which means we're going to want to start producing more. But that's for later. I missed my chance to put down more farms, but we are loading up here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the rest of this housing block everything. I'm going to buy grain in this one. I'm going to buy pottery, and I'm going to buy beer. And that should take these guys up to that level. We are in the hole a bit with Debbins. You can see that our plan worked really well. Yeah, that is where he's putting it, and then it's coming out. So like that's gonna fill up nicely till we get the 240, and then we'll put an accepting yard down here just for finishing off the monument. I just want to make sure I don't run into any more money trouble. I stopped importing copper also, so if we're gonna fill up this fort any further, I'm gonna need to start bringing copper in too. So maybe I'll just put copper on a slow burn right now, and then we'll see how we're doing with money. So if these guys empty out a copper, one load from the guy of 400 will fill both these guys up and let them start working again. We're starting to run out of workers, so it's good that we're bringing more people in now that we're starting to feed this block a little bit more. Oh wow, that they want a lot. Dakla, so we already trade with them. That's gonna hurt because that's a lot of stuff we were counting on to get us out of debt. How much time? 12 months? Well, it depends what they might give us something. I'm going to stockpile it and fulfill it as soon as possible. There's no sense in putting it off. But I think I'm going to stop trading copper and sandstone, or else we could end up in trouble really big, or really fast, sorry. Papyrus stockpile. It's already done. Okay, let's unstockpile it and start selling it again. If I wasn't so far in debt, I'd throw a bunch down and see if we could start producing to catch up, but ouch. I did not enjoy that one. So all the plans are on hold for a short period of time until looks like this bazaar lady is getting up this high, so that's working. $2,000 in the hole. We've got a little bit of beer to sell, but probably not this year anymore. We've got a little bit of papyrus to sell, but probably not this year anymore. Well, we sold something because I think we sold some beer. Unemployment's back up at 3%. Looks like we're putting down some storage yards. We're getting 2 storage yards worth of bricks from from Dakla. Might want to put down. See, if I put down storage yards, our own brickmakers are just going to dump into them. I don't have room for a lot of storage yards here. I'd probably want 3 to get what we're going to produce and what they're going to give us. It might be worth it. If I had the money, I would do it. I think we're just going to miss out on that gift. I can produce my own bricks, so it'll just it'll slow us down a little bit on the monuments. But again, the way money is coming in, we're going to be here for a long time. So what did I just lose here? I didn't lose anything. Oh, entertainment's probably fluctuating. Perfect ratings in a venue will give you bonus entertainment points, and that'll sometimes push something up, because these guys shouldn't be getting this high with just a juggler, right? So we must be perfect rating on, I'm not going to check, but we must be perfect rating on jugglers, which would give us bonus points. No, it's probably correct. Okay, let's run it. Let's get out of debt and figure out. I keep saying I'm gonna do more farming, but we seem to be okay on grain right now. Even pulling out of this, we still have food up here for these guys. But I better make it a priority to finish off the farming. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I gave all that papyrus away to get bricks that I'm not gonna accept. If I was a little further along on the monuments and was actually laying bricks down and bringing in limestone, it probably would have been a really nice gift to accept. Okay, well, let's just speed things up a little bit till we're out of debt, because I'm not doing anything until we've cleared off the debt. %, unemployment. Papyrus is gone. Okay, so we're out of debt, thank goodness. So we've done a little bit of things this mission correctly. We are better with our finances than we were last episode. We are starting to build our distribution network out to the far reaches of the map. We are starting our military. I think we're finished our navy. We're 8 charioteers in the fort, so that initial copper we've used up. I think I'm going to start importing copper again here. I'd like to have at least two companies at least until, or as soon as possible, I think. I'm gonna hold off on the sandstone until I know. Well, I think I'm gonna 2400 again here. I think I'll be okay bringing in some sandstone. We'll watch it. I could always stop bringing in sandstone again. Would be nice to actually start on these things. We need to start importing limestone too. And then start building up our population. We're about a quarter of a way there, and we've not really developed any of the blocks yet. So I think Monument will be kind of the next focus for our money after I get the second chariot company down. And then we'll start to finish off our distribution network. We'll start evolving the housing blocks even more. We'll start thinking about our palace block. Okay, so let's just keep running it and building up some cash. And as soon as what I might do is put all the rest of the farms down here when I'm not recording. Okay, so we're 500 Debins. Let's see who's selling us sandstone. Baki sold us all the sandstone they're going to. Menekufu's got 9 more they could sell us. Rawardi is buying it. Itjawai is not selling it to us. So basically we can take, oh, sorry about the dogs there. We can buy 9 more sandstone this year. I think I'm going to shut it down for the year just because I really don't want to go into more debt, and I'd rather bring in copper at this point, which we don't have any of right now. Yeah, I'm going to bite I'm going to accept whatever copper might come. Here it comes anyways. I think if I shut it off, I would have still gotten it. So we're going to be really in debt again at the beginning of the year. We might be spiraling here. I'm going to shut off copper right now. Now that load's come in. Because if we get another load of copper, we're going to be in big trouble. Okay, so 3,000 in the hole. This is unacceptable, but it looks like it mostly went like instantly. Next trader comes in, boom, we're out of debt again. Okay, so I'm gonna not bring in any more sandstone this year, but I am going to I'm gonna go back to copper, and I might just do 800. We'll see if we can keep that up until that chariot forts are full. I'm really paranoid that somebody's going to call us for troops, because we really have been playing slow and neglecting a lot of things. I think we're back on track monument wise, except for the sandstone pause, and 13 charioteers. These guys were going to give us 4 more. We got more copper still in the yard. When that second charioteer is done, we'll stop importing copper. Actually, I don't want to over bring in copper. I'm going to set it back to 400, just so I don't have a lot left over in the yard after we finish the last charioteer fort. So a little bit more copper there now. Okay, Knossos, if you take wood, okay, let's see, we've got to open. They buy wood and they buy papyrus. Okay, it is 2,000 Debin. It is a land route. That's where we're going to get our wine in the future. So, as soon as we can, we're going to open that up they've got, the ferry is active, so he can get across to buy the wood. He can instantly buy the papyrus. It might be worth it to test whether or not we can open trade routes without the cash, because that should, if everything is in the yard, it should pay for itself really fast. Get back to normal speed for a second. So that'll put us at 2,800 debt. That ferry is working. This ferry is working, so he could come and get it. We have papyrus sitting in the yard. We could use the cash to ramp up the, because what was he taking, 2,500? Yeah, so we could put down 5 more papyrus makers like right away and have a source for our wood. So our money problems are over as soon as I should have checked. Maybe they sell fish. This could be the trade route we've been waiting for, and they sell us fish. Hallelujah! I would really like to open this trade route. We should be out of debt by the end of the year if we do it. Do we have anything left to sell to Dakla? We're finished selling to Dakla. Who is buying our beer? Spacky buying our beer. Yep. Joy was buying our beer, right? And they bought all the beer. So that papyrus is all for... Oh, I'm looking out my window and there's a blue jay in my tree. They don't come visit my yard very often. I'm so happy. Sorry, distracted. Okay, yeah, we're gonna open it and I'm gonna sell the wood and the leftover papyrus. We're gonna set up a little bit more papyrus. We're gonna probably get a little bit more, well, we got 2 years worth of wood to sell them because they're taking 1,500 wood, so we don't have to worry about ramping up wood production right off the bat. But this is good. Knossos, welcome to Hetepsenusret. Enjoy your visits. And import fish. So we're going to also ramp up fish because we can start building those blocks down on the bottom up. Maintain. I go 8s because if I go 9s, it just cuts it off for some reason to 9,900. So I don't like seeing, I want to see all the same numbers, so I just go to 8s. I know. It's a weirdness. So things to happen next episode are to finish up our fishing industry here, start building up these blocks by feeding them fish, ramp up the papyrus industry. We have the employment to do it. Finish working on the monuments, of course. We will be able to start importing limestone and start importing the rest of the sandstone as soon as we start maxing out with Knossos, and then we can start firing up the brick industry a little bit more. Or 3,500, please come to town and buy some papyrus, Knossos. That's you right there, isn't it? No, that's Menet Khufu.
That's my motto. It's the
Yeah,
trader's
okay,
life
we're not
for
gonna
me.
die this mission. That's gonna be a big help. He's gonna keep on going down to the wood. Okay, so we'll be out of debt as soon as he gets down to the wood yard. And I think that probably would be a pretty okay place to stop it. for today. Because my dogs are getting worked up. I should take them outside. Blue Jay's gone. It's kind of a cool day here. It's only 10 degrees Celsius here. Tomorrow is supposed to get up to about 18 Celsius, which is almost summertime weather here in Alberta. Well, actually, we'll hit the 30s at times. I want to watch the Nossos Trader all the way to the end here. I lost him. He wasn't heading over here to this yard to get the wood from here, was he? I don't see him over here. Oh, here he is. Thank you for buying wood. We are in the clear at the end of the year. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go to January. I'm going to ask or throw a festival for Bast, and then I'm going to sign out for today. Oh. And we're also going to look at this trade route here. Okay, so festival to Bast. It's been a long time since we did a festival because we've been flirting with disastrously high levels of debt. Mannefer. They sell pottery and papyrus. They buy bricks, so we can sell excess brick. We can sell more beer. So, and they are a land route. Everything's a land route. Okay. And I was thinking, there it is. Remember the other day I was trying to find Abu? And I was hovering over here. I thought, I bet you anything that's Abu. So, Abu never opened up for us, but that's okay. I don't think we're going to open up Menekufu for now. Actually, I will, because I'll forget to do it next day. So Menefer, yes, we would love you as a trading partner. I am going to, before I sign off, we're going to get a little bit of extra cash by exporting the bricks until we need them. So we're going to have to ramp up beer, ramp up pottery to handle the new trade route capacities for exporting, and we'll save this mission, and we'll see you again. I feel like we finally got this city under control. We started off with nothing really going for us for trade, and now all of a sudden we are a trade hub. So looks like we're going to be able to speed through the rest of the requirements and do the fun thing, which will be loading up our population and starting to work on estate housing and finish the monuments. Okay, thank you for watching. This is part 5. I'll see you in part 6.